I'm going to start with one called Crush. I think it's safe to say that you're not the first. In fact, welcome. You have just joined a club in which membership extends to pretty much every guy I've ever passed on the street. Congratulations, you are the next in a long line of people that I have decided to fall in love with. I see you across the room, coffee on the table in front of you, and a book that I've read in your hands. This could be perfect, like the beginning of a fairy tale or an independent rom-com. This could be the story we tell our grandchildren if you just cooperate. It doesn't matter that I didn't actually like the book. I thought it had poor pacing and obvious plot twists. For all I know, you might think that too. I mean, we're totally compatible and completely in sync, which I know, because we both chose this Starbucks to get out of the rain. And that's basically a sign. Right? And I mean, it doesn't matter that you're drinking a flat white and I ordered an almond hot chocolate to go because I hate coffee. Opposites attract and our differences make us interesting. And I see now the fact that it's stopped raining makes it seem like I should be leaving. But the universe is clearly telling us that we're soulmates, so I'm not going anywhere. Okay, yes, I understand that there are lots of free tables. But how are we going to talk if you don't offer the seat in front of you? And don't look at me as though it's odd for me to be hovering. You're the one being rude. You're not even trying. It's like you don't want to meet me. Why do you always make it so hard? It's like I'm the only one that ever puts in any effort, or feels like this is worth saving. I don't know if I can do this anymore. This relationship is becoming far too one-sided. Maybe I'll take this hot chocolate to go. So this is called food for thought. So recently I've been thinking about us. And I think we're in a bit of a pickle because you're the apple of my eye. The best thing since sliced bread, and when I met you, I was just grateful you gave me the time of day. And you didn't really talk much, but I don't really care because kissing you was like having pot rocks in my lungs. We were like two peas in a pod. So you asking me on a date was just the icing on the cake because being with you was as easy as breathing, although sometimes when I'm around you, it feels like I can't do both, and the weeks might roll into one, but you still told me I looked ravishing, like we were bagels. But when I told you I loved you, I saw your eyes glaze over. When I wanted to talk, you'd clam up. You told me to stop whining. You told me not to bite the hand that feeds you. With you, I put all my eggs in one basket, but recently it feels like I've been walking on eggshells, and really that's us in a nutshell. Me seeing feelings where there aren't any, and you knowing and eating my heart out anyway. Selfishly. Like I'm nothing but a piece of meat, like your existence was dependent on my gratitude. You poured away pints of my life like they were replaceable, and then took shots at me. I won't sugarcoat the way you rub salt in my wounds. Lately it feels less like we fit together perfectly and more like you're forcing me to dance to your melody. I used to say you're an acquired taste. But recently I just can't stomach you, and with me, you bit off more than you can chew. I deserve more than some half-baked love. And the ice cream promises and sweet nothing platitudes, they drip off your tongue like acid. You became my everything. Drinking wine when everyone else was drinking water. And I don't know if that made me your disciple, but I would have followed you to the ends of the earth. I was a shadow in your limelight. A puppet on strawberry laces, your entertainment. I became your nothing. It took a world between us to see that I didn't need you. That you're intoxicating but toxic. I used to think of you and my insides would curdle. These days I'm moving on because I want to. Because there's no point crying over spilled milk. All you can do is extend an olive branch. Sometimes life gives you lemons. Just take them with a pinch of salt. And an ounce of tequila. Anyway, it's just some food for thought. So the first one was a exercise someone once gave me. They were like, oh, what you want to do is just like use your similes, because I had always said I don't really like similes, so they challenged me to write a whole poem in them, and this is what I came up with. It doesn't have a name. If anyone can come up with something better than similes, please tell me. I loved you with everything. The same way the morning after loves the night before, stupidly, and with no hope of return. As sure as an addict, I let you in, let you under my skin. You watched blindly as you sewed yourself into my muscle memory and embroidered yourself into my bones. Then left ripped stitches and ragged seams, shaking like governments, while this implanted love grew like a mortgage and you ran like a thief. The pain was synthetic. As quick as your talk and as smooth as your heartbreak, it pushed through me chemically, changed all the tiny things until I crept slowly, slowly, towards someone else's idea of self. The silence of the holes you left beat with a murmur. Loud as your hair gel abandoned in my bathroom, amplified by the socks you left on the radiator that I just can't move yet. Each a fresh aftershock from you, my personal earthquake, burning my fingers in firestorms. The slightly shorter one is called Foggy Hearts. You were not a half of me. A half implies equals, a clean split, a connection severed as simply as slicing a thread, not this slow, ragged picking at loose seams and elastic that snapped back on both of us, gently deteriorating, longing to just rest among dust and mothballs, but we couldn't put it away. We were wearing the same lie and it didn't suit either of us, but we tried. We tried so hard, pulled belts a little tighter, put safety pins in the back where no one would see them. We stitched, nipped and tucked this love until I couldn't recognize it packing the dishwasher. Dressed it up and made it up until it couldn't walk straight, couldn't see straight, then sat together on a patch sofa and wondered why it wouldn't look us in the eye. But I've also sat with it tucked around my knees, caught in between it and consciousness at 3 a.m, wondering why you're not home yet, why you didn't take it with you. You'll drift through the door like a fog just as the sun comes to sit on my windowsill and I can see a quiet thunder beneath the reeds of your lashes. You will pad across these light beams into the shower, dissipate in the steam, and finally, I will unzip these wavering threads, hang them in the wardrobe, and light a scented candle to mask the smell of someone else's love being trodden in on your boots. A short essay on self-worth via teepees. I am building a teepee. I'm building a teepee and it's taking longer than expected. I have the canvas ready, I've planed the poles, I have 2 fucking reindeer skins. That is how this teepee will be. Now you may or may not have noticed that I'm not exactly taking what you might call a conventional path in life. Everything right now is built on the shifting sands of shifting plans, and trying to be definitive about anything is like trying to catch butterflies on a fishing line. Which is hard, I would imagine. But I am definitely building a teepee. This teepee has become my ability to achieve. I may not be able to get out of bed sometimes, or fall in love, or pass exams, but I can build a teepee. Some say it's an odd project to take on, and I will nod and then punch you. It's perfect because it doesn't suit me. You see, before I started my teepee, I didn't like the girl I saw in the mirror. Her limitations like leeches, her need for approval like whirlpools in her windpipe, so I did something no one thought that girl could do. I have dragged trees across fields, built a fire pit out of a washing machine. I have handled power tools. The ability to do this has become a baseline because it's the foundation which everything I am proud of since has been based on. Did you see I cut my hair off? Did I tell you I started rock climbing? Do you know I shout words at strangers for fun? Of course I do, because people with teepees do that sort of shit. So I get that I seem to overreact when someone asks how the smoke will get out, or if I've really considered the implications of putting an open fire inside a flammable structure with no ventilation system, or if I know how I'm going to put a square flooring into a round base. The answer is probably no. But the people who can't put square pegs into round holes don't have enough imagination. What you don't understand is that this must be finished, or the person I've been making of myself will be nothing. A child playing dress-up in competence and confidence. Nothing but butterflies on a fishing line. My ability to build a teepee is my ability to build a life, and if I'm honest, the foundation's been feeling a little shaky. So fuck it. I'm building a teepee on a floodplain. Now let's just pray it doesn't rain.